This is my audience, and in their hands is a PowerPoint that will help guide them through my speech. Good evening, my name is Marcos Mendoza, and I'm going to be giving you an informative speech today on Italian culture and some basic customs to follow if you find yourself visiting or staying in Italy for a prolonged period of time. Having recently moved here, I found these very helpful when engaging with the locals. One of the first things I want to talk about is a term called la bella figura, which translates to beautiful figure. It's how one looks, how one comports oneself, how one makes the greatest possible impressions in all things. It goes beyond your looks and into your behavior as well. Italians, before they get to meet you, judge you on three things: your dress, your style, and your appropriateness. In America, it's very common to see someone go to the store with a tank top or flip-flops. In Italy, unless you're going to the beach or pool, not so much. They sometimes view foreigners as being shameless and having no self-respect, depending on what you're wearing. Behavior, how one interacts properly and graciously in a social or public setting is very important in Italy. Greeting people when you enter a room or an establishment, especially if they're older, is something you have to do. And it's very important not to disrespect an Italian, so sometimes that means holding your tongue. The second thing I wanted to cover was personal space. In America, we have this concept of a bubble space. We know how much space to give each other, and an example is that when we're in line to pay for something, we just seem to know how much to give that person in front of us. In Italy, there is no personal space. They don't have that concept. So when they are engaging with you and talking to you, they can get very close to you. Sometimes they'll put hands on your shoulder, your wrist. If they're trying to show you a way, they'll grab your wrist and direct you where to go. They're very loud. They talk with their hands. And that's just because they're very passionate with their words. So it may seem sometimes like they're arguing when they're just telling a story of what they did last week. The third thing I wanted to cover, in the rare occasion that you do get invited to an Italian's house for dinner or lunch, it's very important to know the times. Lunch out here is generally from 12 to 3, and dinner runs a little later than in America, from about 8 to 10, sometimes 11. Lunch and dinner are long because Italians like to spend time with each other. They like to enjoy each other's company. And they do sometimes have dinners, 5-course meals, so when you're at the dinner table, it's kind of important you light on the bread so you don't fill up. No matter what they tell you as far as, no, don't bring anything, bring something. It's very important to bring something. Foreign foods or drinks aren't well accepted unless they're prize gifts like malt whiskey. But generally you want to bring chocolates, pastries, desserts, or flowers, depending on the occasion. And if you know the host fairly well, wine is acceptable. When you're at the dinner table, you don't drink until the host salutes. And generally, you know it's time to go when the host no longer offers you another drink. It's about that time. It's kind of important, too, that you don't try to leave early and try to spend the time there, because they'll take it as a sign that you're not enjoying their company. So those are the key things that are really important when you're in Italy, is realizing la bella figura, there is no personal space, and the meal times and what to do and what to bring if you do get invited. That concludes my speech. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it was helpful for you. If you want more information as far as what other things the culture and customs are, there is a link that I included at the end that you can use to find. But I just picked 3 basic ones that would help you in case you came to travel. You would at least know and have a good grasp of what to do. That concludes my speech. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Alrighty.